Sometimes I look at things.
Peace, 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 peace. Let y'all sit in on this private session, man. Y'all just gonna be like a butterfly on the wall, man.
You did.
With Brother John, we're gonna let Brother John in, pass the mic, and we're gonna just dialogue.
So to get back what we was talking about earlier, right? So my thing is this. First off, like I was telling you earlier, our people is stupid. We need to wake the fuck up. Here's the reason why. Let any one of us all of a sudden make it or cross over, as they call it. You know, you could be my brother's stepson. Just got a contract to play basketball. Now, he happens to be half white, half black, but nevertheless, he got a contract. So I'm not going to use him simply because living where they live and the shit that they got going on out there, it's a different environment, if you will. Therefore, hence the reason his girlfriend is probably white. Okay, so now watch this. But let's bring it back to the hood. Let's take you. Let's take you. All of a sudden, some big producer, some big whatever the fuck, they hear your music. They like it. They like your style. They like your swag. They like it, right?
Right.
So then they say, okay, fuck it, let's go hit him up. So they hit you up. And they make you an offer that you cannot fucking refuse. You're like, fuck it, let me sign it. And when I say this, I'm saying you, but not the conscious you.
Right.
All right. Because the conscious you would never fall for that.
Right.
All right. So, and that's for anybody if they're conscious.
The sleep matrix me.
You
the
did.
Matrix me.
You did. So look, so they come to you and they say, look, we're gonna give you this and this and this and this and this and this. Why don't you sign with us? And da 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 da. Right. So you go ahead and sign. Not actually. Most artists, most athletes, most you name it, they don't actually take their contracts before, because especially if you're from where we're from, you happy as fuck you made it. So you ain't trying to, they say put it in a book and a nigga won't read it.
Right.
So you ain't trying to read all this big ass long, okay, where do I sign so I can get the money?
Right.
So we do that, and in doing that, we don't realize that we done sold ourselves. So then, one of the first things they do, now they own you already. They own you already. Now they want to make sure that, okay, even though they own you, they got to pay you X amount because that's what's in the contract.
Right.
But here's the thing. Okay, we're going to take this loss because we're supposed to pay him because he's the artist. However, we want this back too. So how do we get that back too? We're Becky. See what I'm saying? Hey, Paul, hey, Mr. Rosenstein, go get Becky. Look, bitch. You better make that nigga fall in love with you. You feel me?
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you marry Becky. Y'all married.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
And for some weird reason, all of a sudden, y'all getting a divorce. And a judge awarded her over 3/4 of your motherfucking stipend. What the fuck?
Money
And
back
now
in
you done
circulation.
fell off because you got to pay this broad all this fucking money. You done fell off because you can't even afford to keep your own shit up and going. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you still got to pay this broad this money. And now you broke, busted, disgusted. You done turn to drugs. You done turn to, you feel me?
Yeah.
This is the game, and it go like it's. Look at the shit in the man. Don't even get me started.
They give you what makes you, and then gives you what breaks you.
You dig?
Basically.
You dig?
Right.
They make you to break you, and it's been that way for our people from the beat. When I say from the beginning, I'm gonna say from the beginning of our people's ignorance.
Right.
Because before that, we wasn't ignorant. Before that, we were thinkers. Before, man, the richest motherfucker on this motherfucker, his name was King Menelik Shanks. I don't know if I pronounced it right. I may have pronounced it wrong. They know him. That motherfucker had.
He was throwing the economy off.
Listen, you hear me?
He
had so much gold, it was retarded.
Yeah, he was giving away more than the people the richest people of the land.
You understand?
The colonizers.
Fucking up everything. They ain't like that shit.
Right. I know exactly.
Man,
that was the true wealth. He was just going around on pilgrimage, on Hajj, blessing what they would call blessing. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't just the act of giving money for the blessing. It was the act of how much and what could be done with the money. That's what makes it a blessing. Some people get money confused for being a blessing if you can't making a blessing.
You're right, because somebody, here you go, here go $300, and you take that shit and go buy some crack rock and smoke that shit up, then it ain't a blessing.
And then your blessing became a curse.
You feel me?
On me, that's deep.
Now your body taking a bad toll to it because, you know, all the chemicals that go into making that shit, then you just inhaled that shit. You feel me?
Yes.
So, but back to, you know, like I said, the thing is they will make you to break you.
Yes.
They will make you to break you.
Right.
I don't give a man. You can be the toughest motherfucker on the planet. Watch this. There's always somebody tougher. I'm not bullshitting. I never thought a day in my life I'd see Kimbo Slice get knocked out.
Man, me neither.
But what happened?
That's crazy. I ain't got no words for it. And he came down. He went down fast.
Man. Remember,
we
thought Roy Jones was the wonder of boxing.
Oh, but that's crazy.
And then what did your boy Fat Joe say? Even Roy Jones was forced to lean back.
But that's crazy because to put that on the make the break. Because when Kimbo Slice, when we first tapped into the brother in the backyards of Florida doing this underground thing, he ended up with more money than he did trying to be the man on TV. So when
he jumped mainstream.
Yeah, it's like before we started this session when you told me, or you might have been on this session, you told me to stay independent. Because
it was this session.
It's going to end up paying off. Because like we'll start going for the bigger picture and end up broke, like you just said.
All because we speed chasing.
Man,
we want the shit to hurry up and come.
Was talking.
Yeah.
And that's what happened to Kimbo Slice, because it's not necessarily was he fell off when he got to the league. Different shit came with that shit. He might didn't even want to be with that shit. They got drinks that can make you weak, make your bones do. It's anything. Don't never think that it's not something that's. I wouldn't put it past them putting guns to people's heads, making them smoke crack, putting laces. It's different stuff that you got to step outside of yourself to look at. Like before you judge, people will judge them and be like, "Man, nigga, how you have all that million and end up smoking crack? Does that make sense?" No, it doesn't.
Look at them.
You gotta dig into that. Yeah, when it doesn't make sense, you gotta research it. Don't let them throw it on TV or throw it on the media and then let it make sense for you without you dissecting that shit. These people got all this stuff, but they on the corner smoking crack.
You feel me?
You feel what I'm saying? And then it don't even take. And what's crazy about it? Back to this is gonna be the subject of the title, "Make to Break," because they make them and then they let our people break them by continuing the story. Pray for him to get off this habit. Pray for him to do this. Or this is how you know he even on this shit to do this and this. Or this to keep it going. He died for this. They keep it going and I ain't even knowing. Like it could be a whole lie.
You know what that's about?
What is it about, bro?
That's because watch this. It's more insulting if I get your own kind to do you in than for me to do you.
That's deep.
If I was a different race than for me to do you in.
Yeah.
It's more insulting if I get your own kind to do it. And the worst part about it is the reason it's more insulting is because the motherfucker that they get to do the shit is so blind and deaf and dumb that he don't realize the shit that he's doing is fucked up.
And then we just be so we done broke down to become nothing but the messenger. And I don't mean that. I don't mean. No, I'm saying like I don't mean it. I don't mean it in no biblical, no Quranic.
No doubt.
Like basically a true messenger on me on the horseback riding, because we know all these words. If we look at the etymology, it means something other than what we saying it mean anyway. Right. You get what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say a messenger. Right. Like you feel what I'm saying? We basically delivering. We on horseback. Mm-hmm. Did you hear about what happened to George? Did you hear about? Somebody ain't even heard about it. The police was on his neck. What? Hold on, I'm gonna go tell the other town. You know what I'm saying? Like, this, and ain't nobody doing nothing. We just receiving. We just on some guys. We on the View. We on the talk.
Well, let me ask this though. Okay, I'm glad you said that.
What we doing about this shit?
Nothing. Let me prove it to you. Remember when my man, what was that cop name that had his knee on Floyd's neck? We ain't fuck his name. Yeah. I ain't even gonna honor that motherfucker by that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Now watch this shit.
He a form of C-19.
Watch this shit though. Let me say this first and foremost to those that have ears and are listening and can hear us speaking. If you happen to know me personally, right, and it's some bullshit going down, and you see one cop, and he got his knee on my neck, and and he's unjustly taking my life. And if you sit around just recording the shit and let him take my life, I'm hunting the fuck out of your ass. Y'all understand that?
And more importantly, but not to cut you off, I just thought of while you talk. You know how sometimes it take you to say something to spark mine. That is accomplished. Any other situation, we'll be getting arrested.
You better be in charge with being an accomplice.
I just thought of that. While you
sitting there watching this motherfucker take this man's life, and all you doing is just sitting there. Listen, I'd have been a nigga in the background, like, oh shit, they go a full ass 40 ounce
when does it come?
I'd have flung that bitch all the way over the crowd and hit that cop dead smack in his head before
What's
I let him
crazy
do that shit,
about it is we'll sit there and watch that. When I say we, because we is we. We in the collective.
That's who it is.
Yes, our peoples.
Yeah.
We'll sit there and say, for example, that was a citizen on somebody's neck.
Right.
If we wasn't to go attack that person and pull them off, we would call 911. You get what I'm saying? Like,
in other words, we'll try.
We'll try, and it will be some help. But when the suit come on, and that's not just with the police. That could be with and forgive me for the policemen, the honest policemen that's following us, the honest firemen, the honest security, the honest doctors, the honest people in suits. Because the dishonest people in suits have pulled the wool over the people's eyes to where we actually rolling into the medical room in surgery. Don't know this could be a straight grandson of a Klansman. Because they don't show that, you know what I'm saying, when they going in there under surgery. So you might be a person like scared of the Klan members I don't fuck with this person, but got a whole doctor that's a Klan's member finna operate on your motherfucking ass.
A life dealing operation.
You get what I'm saying? Or a Klansman's grandson or granddaughter taking your ass to jail or pulling your ass over, or a fireman might leave your ass burning. We ain't talking about the fire people. I ain't talking about the doctor. I am not talking about the police. I'm talking about the uniform. How we trusting people in uniform to be like to save the day. To where we wait. You remember like the accident the other day? Like I was watching people film the people in the car hurt, waiting on the police to come.
Instead of them going and actually checking on them.
Bro.
And you ran all the way down there from where you was just to go check. They right there though, but
yes.
you had to run on, and you come on, man.
That's a perfect example of how we sitting there waiting on the people that might be the enemy to come save us.
Man,
we and like when they say the Mayflower or whatever thing, because the ships, you know, like one of them ships was named Jesus. You feel what I'm saying? Not to even be on no.
You're referring to the very first one, the very first. Well, I ain't gonna say it was named Jesus. It was literally named Jesus.
Jesus. You feel what I'm saying? I don't even know why I'm trying to spare some feelings.
Yeah, because I ain't sparing none.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because Jesus is Jesus, though. You feel what I'm saying?
If you're speaking in Spanish.
If you're speaking in Spanish. Because I don't even know where the other stuff, but like, I don't know if y'all knew that or not, so take your notes, because you know when you were a butterfly on the wall, you come to learn something, but when they were waiting on Jesus, it was the ship. And one more than one in another way.
Can I give you my parable to that?
Yeah, man, go ahead, brother.
Don't laugh too hard, though, okay?
Oh, I'm trying not to.
Here, take the blunt.
Yeah, let's have some smoke.
Because you finna crack up. Listen, let me give y'all my parable on that. For those of y'all that don't know, one of the very first slave ships that was christened and was being used to snatch up the slaves, all right, was titled Jesus. The name of the ship was Jesus, literally.
Facts.
Now, so here's my whole summation of that whole so-called the slave ship coming to get the slaves. All right. To me, the way niggas think today make me think this is what occurred back then, and this is why we're in the predicament that we're in fucking right now. Somebody came over with a motherfucking sign saying, "Hey, here's a free cruise." We jumped on the ship and we ain't seen freedom ever since. Come on, man.
Right.
Come on.
You know,
of course, that's just a parable.
And
but
can I get it? I want to get back on something since they got their notebooks out. Another thing I want to tell y'all on the since we talking about ships and seas, and we are really, from my newfound knowledge, and this is it's gonna have to be digging back more into this, but we are all pretty much the people, the Africans that we was clowning, that would people be clowning. Now we the Ethiopians. That. See, it's been said that it's just been that section. Right. You know what I'm saying? About what is it, by Egypt? Nile River?
Yes.
But from what I just was researching, all of that area that's known as Africa was at a time Ethiopia.
Well, I don't know if the whole thing was Ethiopia.
They said.
The only reason I say that because when you go back and you look into, like, if we just go back and look into the different, they were known as territories.
Yeah.
And so you had ancient Kemet, you had Upper and Lower Egypt. Lower Egypt is where ancient Kemet resides, which is where we're from.
Yeah, I'm here to before then, but like actually
before that.
Yeah, it was before
I don't know what it was.
That's what because that's what it is, and it was saying that it was names before Kemet, but it was lost. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The lost, and this because I'm not saying like this is. That's why I also said like we got to research this. This is not
right because I think the term Ethiopia came after the fact.
This is not my. But I'm saying, but I know.
I get what you. I get where you going.
That's where nigga come from and all that, bro. From the same section.
But you know the word nigga. It means it's actually a royal word.
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, we're on the same page. Okay. I'm saying it all come from this same. I'm saying this same
from that whole area.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. They had a land over there that was the land. I can't remember the name of it, but at the time, what it meant, the definition of the name of the land was called the land of the black people. Literally, you feel me? And it wasn't nothing but just blacks everywhere, bro. I had to pull that shit back.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pull up in a lot of sessions. In a lot of sessions that we do, I also like at the end of the video put the receipts of whether we, you know what I'm saying, especially when you can't go exactly to it. But we're gonna tap back into the next video. Peace.